Picture this. It's a cozy Saturday night, and you're sitting at home enjoying a nice read. While you're flipping through the pages, have you ever wondered how the book you're reading was made? According to the documentary series How Do They Do It?, over 10 billion books are produced worldwide annually, and popular best-selling novels have to be produced at a rate of almost 150,000 a day. How can books be printed so efficiently to deal with this demand? I'm a literary studies major, so I've always loved reading, but it wasn't until recently that I decided to look into how the book I hold in my hand came to be. Today, I will discuss with you the manufacturing process for how a novel is printed, arranged, and assembled into a final product as we see on the shelf. First, let's take a look at how a book's novel is printed into text. So, first, the novel's digital file is put onto a CD, and the CD is inserted into a computer. Now, the computer controls a laser, which scans and encrypts the text onto something known as a printing plate. Now, according to How Books Are Made, written by Samuel Israel, this technology is known as computer-assisted typesetting. And before this technology, people had to use manual cutting and pasting techniques and use heavy metal trays in order to format the words into the correct format onto a plate. But with the help of computer technology, the format of the page can be inserted into a CD and easily encrypted onto a printing plate. Once the text is encrypted onto the printing plate, the printing plate is taken to a dark room where it's dipped in developing fluid, after which it is taken to an oven to permanently fix the layout. Once the layout is fixed, ink is spread to cover the entire plate, but water, a thin layer of water, is placed over the plate before the ink to prevent the entire plate from being blackened. Since ink and water have different densities, the water prevents the ink from sticking to places on the plate that don't have text. Once the plate is completely developed, it is sent to a printing machine. The ink from the printing plate is put onto a rubber roll, and the rubber roll is pressed onto pages. Now, according to a documentary called How It Works, these are special pages that help the ink to dry in under 2 seconds so that the ink does not smudge as the pages are whizzing across the conveyor belts. According to a documentary called How Do They Do It?, these sheets are 10-kilometer long continuous sheets. Now that we know how a novel's text is put into print, we're going to discuss the different parts of a novel and how they're assembled before the final compilation. So, these long sheets of text are put into a chute, and in the chute they are folded perfectly in half. Once these sheets are folded, they become 32-page pamphlets known as signatures. Now, one novel is composed of several signatures depending on the size of the book, because 64 pages can fit on one sheet. However, it's actually only 32 pages of the novel because 2 novels are produced upside down from each other. As for the cover, a hardback novel's cover is made from cardboard as well as the spine. A title of a book is created by using an ink ribbon. A metal stamp stamps the words through the ink ribbon and puts the ink onto the cardboard of the cover. So now that we know how both parts of the pages and the cover are assembled, we're going to discuss how they are compiled into the final product. So, the 32-page signatures are stacked in order above a conveyor belt, and a machine orders them into the correct page order. Now then, the correct pages are ordered and they're smushed by a machine to be more compact, to look like a real book. Glue is then sprayed around the edges of the novel. Glue is sprayed on. The cover can be now attached via the glue. And since 2 books are created at a time, upside down, a guillotine is a blade which cuts them in half to create 2 separate books. And since the signatures are folded pamphlets, a 3-knife trimmer cuts the novel on 3 sides of the novel to eliminate the seams of the folds. Once that's happened, the spine is given a curve by squeezing it with a machine, glue is sprayed on, the cover is attached, and we have our final product. So today you've learned the manufacturing process for which a commercial novel is printed, organized, and finalized. And I hope the next time you're having a good read, you'll think about this process.